Hi everyone, my name is Julia. I'm the Product Innovation Manager at Boppy, and today I want to show you our brand new carrier, the ComfyHug baby carrier. This carrier is for babies from 4 to 20 pounds. If your baby is between 4 and 8 pounds, please use the newborn bolster. If your baby is 8 pounds and more, you don't have to use the bolster anymore. This carrier is all about skin to skin and wearing your baby in a comfortable way, almost like a shirt without being a shirt, because this isn't sized. So when you take your pictures, bear this in mind to bring across this comfort, this closeness, this coziness. So when we go through this video, there are a few elements. First, I will walk you through all the different parts of the carrier. Then I will show how to put on the carrier using the bolster. Then I will show how to put on the carrier without the bolster. Each time I will point out a couple of safety tips and tricks, and I will also show how to safely take it off. So meet the ComfyHug. This is the carrier. When you take it out of the bag, yes, it will first look a little bit like a lot of fabric, but it is all shaped in a way that you can wear it easily and safely every time. This part here is a padded belt. It comes with belt straps so that you can tie that in a double knot around you. Off of the belt comes the center panel. That panel is shaped to hug your baby into place, to be in a good ergonomic position for the back in a C shape and for the legs in an M shape. Off of that center panel are the shoulder straps that are like a tank top straps, and then you have wrapping straps that come off of that shoulder strap. So first tip is to always wear your baby high and tight. Usually we see people wearing their babies too low. They put the belt around their hips instead of their waist. You want your baby high and close enough to kiss the baby's head, and you want to wear it tight because then you can be sure your baby stays in place. You don't want the baby to sink over time within the carrier, and we don't want it to get loose and move around your shoulders. So what does it mean to wear your baby high? You obviously need to start wearing the belt higher than you think too. Wear it in your natural waist. Where is that? Where your elbow meets your torso. So take this belt, and you have the side that has the suede kind of a material there that you put against your belly. Put it there almost like an obi belt so that it is nice around your natural waist. See again where my elbow hits the torso. And then you also see that the material almost hangs down like an apron, so that the baby gets swooped up into that seat. Wrap it around you. I put it under that fabric so it's not interfering. And then I tie it in a double knot so it doesn't loosen over time. If you notice that the fabric is hanging below your knee, that doesn't look as neat as we would like it to be. B, it might be a safety issue. We don't want you to get tangled up with it, so we recommend to maybe tie it in a little loop like you would tie a rope or something. So then you have the center panel now here, and your baby 8 pounds or more will sit there. Put them into that seated position. Hold on to your baby's back and head. Bring up the center panel. Now with the center panel against your baby, hold the baby, put on those shoulder straps, and now is a moment where you can let go. You're not done, but you can let go to make sure everything fits right and feels right. You can take the baby's legs, take their thighs, and roll them into a seated position. So you just roll their legs, their knees a little higher, so that this is a great M position. Make sure that their little arms, that you are sharing the same armhole. Make sure that their head is in a good position without being obstructed. And now you can tie this in the back. So if you are size L or smaller, I recommend that you feed this through here. Why? Because I would like it to sit flat. I don't need it right now, thank you. It looks tighter and neater and almost like a sports bra. If you are larger than size L, you can probably just lay it on top of one another and it will look nice and flat. So I feed this through and then I pull. I don't just cross it, but I pull on it. As you can see, this lifts everything up because we want it high and tight. Bring it to the front. And don't worry too much yet about laying the fabric flat, because we can do that afterwards. And once again, you tie it in a double knot. And again, we don't want that there is too much fabric, so you might just want to stash it or tie it in a bow. Once you have done that, spread that fabric so that it is flat and also creates a nice smooth fabric seat around baby's butt. Their little feet might be looking out depending on their length and size, so that you can see them here. Double check on their head and their face that the airways are not obstructed. Close enough to kiss. Another thing, if the baby might snuggle in, you can put these kind of straps here. They are made of performance mesh over the back of their head. Don't put it over their face, put it over the back of their head so they're nicely cocooned to you. When you take the carrier off, you do everything in reverse. So undo the double knot of those wrapping straps, unwrap them. Remember that you fed this through, so just take this through. Put your hand against the back and the head of your baby. You can take those shoulder straps off. Put your baby somewhere safe. Undo the waist belt and you're ready to go. If you're putting this on for a baby that is smaller than 8 pounds, so between 4 and 8 pounds, you do need to use a newborn bolster just to bring the baby higher so it doesn't sink within the carrier. This is the bolster. It is a rectangular shape and it has a tongue. On the belt you have little markers. It's like these strips that tell you where to place the bolster in between. So place the bolster between those two lines, hold it in place, and now put it around your natural waist. Again, your waist is there where your elbow meets your torso. High and tight, very, very important. Bring the belt around, tie it in a double knot. Make sure that those straps are not too long. You can tie it in a loop or in a bow, just so that the fabric is not hanging below your knees. And now you have an elevated seat within the carrier. I don't have a doll that is small enough, so I'm just taking this little plush animal, but basically the butt of the baby is now sitting on top of this newborn bolster, which makes sure that the baby is high enough and close enough to kiss. Hold on to the baby, to the back and the head of the baby. Bring the center panel around the baby's back. Hold on now with the center panel in between to your baby and put on those straps. Once you have those straps on, it is time to let go. You aren't done, but it is time where you can make sure everything fits the way you want it to be. Double check that the baby is in a good seated position, that they're high enough that their head is supported. If you are size L or smaller, I would recommend that you feed the straps through one another. If you are taller than a size L, I think you can just lay it around one another. That is just for the pictures to look neater, to look like a sports bra, to look flat. So I'm feeding this through. And then I need you to not cross it just, but also pull it. The pulling will bring this part higher because we want to wear it high and tight. Once you have crossed it in the back and pulled tight, bring those straps to the front and wrap them around the torso of your baby. And then again, tie it in a double knot. I would recommend tying it either after you have the double knot in a bow or in a loop, so that the fabric isn't just dangling around and can become a tripping hazard. Once you have done that, take the fabric and put it nice and flat around your baby's butt and torso. Make sure that the airways are not obstructed, so you can still see the little nose. And then you can put one of those head support straps. They are made of performance mesh. You can put that around the back of the baby's head. Don't put it over the face. That just gives that really cute, snuggly, cocooned in feeling. The feet in this position obviously will be in. There are no feet coming out like when your baby is a little bit bigger. But it is a nice way to wear your baby around the house, first outings out in the park. When you take it off, just do everything in reverse. So undo the double knot. Thank you. Undo the straps. Remember, if you fed it through, to pull this out first. Hold on to your baby's back with the center panel still in between. Take the straps off, put your baby somewhere safe. Undo this double knot, and you're good to go. If you have any questions on how to put the carrier on, if you want any tips on how to make it look right and cute and comfortable and get the right feel of it, please give us a call, send us an email. We are happy to answer any questions for you. Bye.
Now is